I'm so iconic.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. The punter, Jake Camarda, will get things started. And off we go from the Superdome. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to have the Saints first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
That's caught on the right side by Waddle.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Tua going to throw here on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And he's not going to get there. Was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Receiver in motion, going right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Up the sideline, past the 30. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
2nd down and 8. out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 1 quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Tua. Quick throw, taken in, and it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up. He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 2 and gained 6.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa. Catch made there by Waddle. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Tua gonna throw. Good blocking, and he's in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and He's lucky that it just falls incomplete. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. The Saints will punt this one away. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. In motion, it's Waddle. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that one.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He's got it! Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. Here's Achane to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Tua. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw right side to Olave. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll get this across midfield down to the 48. Jared Verse there to make the tackle. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Third down, 3 to go. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing right, it's taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. As you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. DeJuan Johnson, touchdown Saints. Groupie now on for the extra point. It's up and through. Saints will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He'll get this underneath to Swift. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal. Patterson's kick is good. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see if we can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Two and out on first down. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
And the Dolphins first down.
Tua, give it to Achane, and he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Off play action, it's Tua. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On first down, here's Tungo Bailoa to throw. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
They'll run with Achane. Powering forward. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run here with Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's going to have the first down and more. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Well, the chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. DeJuan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw for Tua. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. This one complete to Jordan. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That's taken in by Achane. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's Achane. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw is Tua. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. This will be a Saints first down as he gets up to the 24.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll run with Achane. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's 2. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They're trying the left side with Swift. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter.
24, Saints 21.
He'll look to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. They'll set up the receiver screen with Waddle. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. To throw is Tua. That's to Waddle again. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Here's a give to Achane. And a short pickup down inside the 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He keeps it himself. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line. Stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Saints 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That complete to Swift. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's going to be taken down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown 6. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back.
And he will score. Jaden Reed, touchdown New Orleans. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion, it's Waddle. To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, it's Swift. Not much there. Get this down inside the 40. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here comes Swift. They toss it right. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. He'll let one go down the middle. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Houghton.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.